Okay, trying to put things together here. Waiting, I see. Okay, fellow Southern Cameroonians, fellow Ambazonians, my dear people, thank all una take una time for watch this broadcast, and we thank all who did for Ground Zero, who did the fight for our freedom, and for all people that we the day for inside prison, one that we did for inside bush, or una we will ever remain grateful for una pay the highest price for Mr. Biya brutality, killings, and everything whatsoever. We pay respect to for all people that don't die for inside this very struggle. So, and when we hear this song Watana Wata, we know which way these guys they mean. Now people they don't stand the fight for we. When they even call the army the social day, and we still continue for action where they because they don't defeat the Southern Cameroonians and Bazonians. And I could be as brief as possible. I could take Mami Geramo discuss a lot of issues then about the humanitarian situation. We will look about the tension with the in-house fighting within the IG, and now for me, I'm going to say good things where it won't come. Trouble must ever be so. All house get problem. All thing for arrange them, and for the interest for Ambazonia again for be forward for the life of people that don't die for this very struggle. No man will get for the play with them. The most important thing now for give for people them the courage, the hope inside this very lockdown period. How people they distress, they go through all kind of pain. It's a difficult moment for everybody, but sometimes it be the price for pay for freedom. Now price in a very expensive price. some people who don't stay for South Africa will know what we mean for fight for freedom. Now, why you see South Africa inside the revolution be very, very important. And for inside this fight where it go on, now for 10 people, then for ground zero, our self-defense forces say we need to give up. We no go ever give up. Me no man no fool any Southern Cameroonian, any Ambazonian. They can write all kinds of things for Facebook say we give up. They're affecting them all that one. They don't know the system where they inside. Me I ever smile me because I know say at the end, if we would be alive now, the generation, the never again generation, if we not benefit from the freedom, our brothers, our sisters, we are picking them where they go come after where they go benefit because maybe we start the fight. So the first thing I make people they understand and say, despite all we misunderstanding them, the first thing we go discuss on now Mr. Biya and a regime how it crumble. Now it be very important. Make we know say we move forward inside the revolution. And at a certain point, United Nations go impose sanctions. Now go hear what will happen with them. And they feel they say with the joke na joke. America don't start. America just start. Now just testing with the taste. So now big victory, na giant step we America decide for tell Mr. Biya say we don't come meet up you for presidency. We tell you say it is so. We want make you stop for the kill Southern Cameroonians and make you know use the equipment we would give you. You go to kill people then for inside Southern Cameroon. You like to kill them for your side, that is not our issue. But the amount of brutality, the amount of killing, the savagery, where you don't show them on we, it gives you the courage for fight. And America not make a joke. Make una take note. America know the play. This one where America don't start to una go hear all that sanction the way it go come from Mr. Biya. Not just the beginning this. First, would you be happy if America don't suspend maybe $17 million aid for Mr. Biya? Not be all that one are just cash. They stop for supply them. All that military equipment them, armored car them, they need to give them again. They stop for give them aircraft for take and can the fight we. And they stop again for give them training program. The time where America they talk say they don't announce it, they go suspend. They don't even can announce. They kind of tell you they don't already do. Nothing people never understand. We spend time with important big news day. Instead for we for to celebrate, strategize, we spend time doing things they help with. I want people them be very happy with the thing where America don't do. Most important, all the training where America give them, America don't stop by training. You know go train them again. Because we not fit train you for go to fight terrorists them for not when a Boko Haram people them and when they take una time they use the equipment America the money they pay tax for help una remember say America but don't withdraw 300 troops the way they be there for inside Cameroon because if you see which way it go on it is see the killing una no go surprise America go move with images the way we no go believe for the atrocities that they do for inside Southern Cameroon. These guys in Yaoundé, the Atanganjis, all them so. Those guys, they don't get soul. They don't get hard. And some person they try to call me, make it wait small. I discuss with my people there. I want to tell you now the big victory, now big victory. And if not yet when they Cohen them, Ambassador Cohen, they can't talk. Say na negotiation. Mr. Biya must negotiate. And while other big brother and Dave inside this very strong way, they make big moves them without talking. They are fighting to ensure writing to America, make them understand say Southern Cameroon legitimately will get a case. And Mr. Biya know say legally they don't win we. More go for court. We don't win them. So we got to celebrate this big victory where America don't start. Israel will follow small time. And you know go only reach na Israel for withdraw all that Kalashnikov them way they send them for Cameroon. They go stop for sell them even weapon. They go impose travel ban. Ataganji with all that came at them. All the people they tonton, they refuse that they can't pay for them, they can't match. They refuse to go anywhere. You will not go anywhere. They go ban them. Now so it is starting as small. We're not going to see what America will do. So long as they continue to kill. BBC already tell we how we don't see video way because of the confusion for the head. they go burn hospital. Now big war crime that we in the act for make sure we get victory against them. All man know we don't see them for Azi, for inside Libya with the burn people that house them. They burn a lot of things them. They don't destroy a lot of Southern Cameroons. They try now by every means for start eliminate all man picking them. They feel say they feel wipe we from the face of the earth. And so now big thank you will thank America for this decision way taken for suspend relation. You know that only beginning that, not just the beginning that, because they talk away this so other countries will be friendly to Cameroon. They say Cameroon government will not be serious for address the crisis, the war. They must stop their war. As America, we not go stop. America no get power, so can't even bomb them for that palace where they inside. They should not give order. They can't keep people them. Nobody has the right for stop people them for decide say we don't tire for be with una shit. We want be on our own. And as I tell una remember say. I don't explain some other time say for your matter for reach for United Nations, where the day for make me a reach for thee. One, the country will get problem. If it decide for right for United Nations, tell them say the war don't pass me, when I can't help. And we will not say problem if do because they feel say over wicked, they feel say they be Satan. But the blood of our people on the ground, from General Ivo, from General Andrew Ngoe, from all Amigo, all that people don't kill us so, Biya, all them so. It make them confused. They don't feel ever take that decision. Say, may they go to some United Nations can intervene. The second way, I say, you feel decide some country where it be member for United Nations Security Council. If you bring the matter for table, say this one, this matter it is serious, and we go for take action on United Nations. Now the other way, that way, when I file for country where get what kind of conflict, we will fight for determination. If he reach for United Nations, the other issue, I say. Some other country day where if he come for inside United Nations, it's a made they put up for inside agenda. Say they will discuss this issue. And the fact that United Nations Security Council already discussed the first time, it tell Mr. Biya to stop a killing of Southern Cameroonians of Ambazonians in the year. So the next thing will happen, I say, United Nations, it go impose a ceasefire. It go tell them say, okay, we don't want to stop, we don't want to stop. Now we don't decide say we'll come in, and it don't go be far from now because people not go decide say they want to kill people. We will not be peaceful. We will never ever be a violent people. Nothing that the world give for no. Southern Cameroonians are a disciplined people where they don't give you the chance for exhibit what you know. Intelligent people all over the world, technocrats, experts, senior jurists, people where they know what it means for govern themselves. And the people they don't be used to thief, lie for 58 years, they don't pollute all our minds. Now I never tell people they say, no matter the fight where they go on among ourselves, not just because when you do posh, some posh you do posh, the posh you come out. So that you go to stand up, shake your belly to make the posh come out fine. Now why all that dirty will don't chop for 58 years for these French Cameroon people them? Now way with the push am so make it come out. Now why say we try for say the best way we will use them for defeat Mr. Biya and a regime. And we get for celebrate. We not get for ever relent our effort. We not get for ever. There's some people they come tomorrow. They do all they say. We don't surrender. Who don't surrender? Who don't surrender? We can never surrender. We not surrender for how? There is no turning back. It's a journey of no return. As we fight, so we might don't talk. They will kill unto the last man. And they don't kill to the last man. They don't kill to the last man. You can't come to Southern Cameroon, a peaceful people. You decide. From peaceful protests, you come kill people, burn villages, you go even for hospital, kill people them. They claim say we say school make school stop. Which kind of school? People that don't train for Cameroon. If you not travel outside, where no go be for you. It be clear. We don't get opportunity for exhibit for show what we fit do. They fear because they know. And now why would the test how to come in and say we not get for be revengeful. No matter what, we go live away from them. But we're not going to plan them any evil. We're going to be like the Mandela of Africa, where no matter what they do, we will still forgive them because they don't know what they do. They don't know the evil they do. And so the more they kill us, the more we resist. The more they kill us, the more we stand for fight. When I kill or we go reach on level and no surprise which we Southern Cameroon go do. And that country, it go calm down. Now probably the plane a play. It other way come to the make and just joke the joke. They just plane a play. If Mr. Biya say be devil, say American ambassador, una be the America go na small, na big victory. We will supposed to even celebrate. Not a time for we for the fight. American ambassador never talk so waiting. The government is guilty of targeted killings. That means that the target man, as a CEO of the man picking, you be Southern Cameroonian, they kill you. And when a war crime for target people kill them because we're minority. And now the time for say it will soon be over. So maybe there for ground zero, we understand the pain. So people they can't call you for diaspora. No, not be so. Now so ever day for inside revolution, people they understand. All we know if be inside the fight on the ground. Some people they were outside. Example day, me I talk about South Africa because I don't beef with them, I don't see which way they do. That way they be the fight. Mbekis they be there for out of the country. The other people they be there outside. Zuma say be there outside. Some people they were there outside. Some people they there inside. Na so it day. But we go for work together like a people for fight the common enemy. Now Mr. Biya have a problem. So all for them they say because we get misunderstanding at the end. Not be the end. We organize now ourselves. So what people there for ground zero, they inside lockdown, and at the ground zero forces them. Now them decide the lockdown. All of this now IG, now this, now that. No. Now the soldiers on the ground they decide. And maybe people don't joke because it go reach some stage at the top like prophet. It go reach some stage will lock down that country indefinitely. The Mawe will take all measures for ensure what people they be safe, and they will lock down the country. Mr. Biya and the army for 3 years, they say they be trained by Israelites, they be trained by this. We will not face the Ambazonian fighters because they fight now fight for justice. Those guys who are giving their lives on the ground, they fight now fight where God deal with them. God not deal with them because of the two don't do it for we. God that God for justice now why they did sacrifice for fight continue for defend all our territory. And we go chase una away. If no one go, we not go understand. The pain be too much on the ground. The pain really be too much on the ground. But now so it did. They should talk say the darkest part of the night is close to dawn. We understand the pain, my dear people. We understand fellow Southern Cameroonians on ground zero. All the fighters, all we defeat the pain. Now we the struggle every day for focus say we send resources on the ground, make una continue for resist their oppression. We understand the pain. The lockdown is not easy. And next time, we show some people they go understand, they go plan them. When I don't see what will happen. So people they can't blame lockdown, say they may keep it. No. Yaoundé, na brutal people, na Satan, they bring, people they invite big investors inside their country. But who Yaoundé they invite them? Grandmaster, we make us stop people with their blood. But they go, no. Say, Southern Cameroonian blood, no any kind of blood. They go pay dearly for all what they have done to us, going to the point of burning our hospitals. And I never tell you say, I'm they go burn hospitals because the hospitals treat their parents. And for Kumba, they don't go burn hospital. Now only few last year we now picking for Kumba. Now picking for Kumba, they donate for help with equipment for hospital. Which way the government said they do for their hospital for what they do. They take na resolve the tier mori kumateke ibele now all kind of thing they do. Minister they take money better inside house. That is what they do. But in those days of West Cameroon, of Southern Cameroon, will be an organized people. And the jealousy it make una the comes to can kiwi. This pain where we go through, it no go in vain. May no man on the ground it no ever think say we go give up. Una never forget hope. America don't shoot the first bullet for their head. They confuse. They go to television, they lie. Go newspaper, they write and say, no, America never deny for support. Which kind of never lie? They don't lie, all kind of lie. The world already know them. We were a peaceful people and we remain peaceful. So, my dear people, Mr. Biya lost the war. America don't withdraw all the ammo car them. Who's going to get ammo car again? Who's going to get ammo car? all that fairly continent. So they go be inside, they go take the very measure and make a for sanction them. Even China will sanction them because time go reach where they go no say we are the real people to do business with. Now we be South Cameroon, they go for come sign deed and we. Now people that they come abandon we. So how many they go say for inside South Cameroon? They don't even know where they go. They don't even know where they're going to. You abandon people them for how many years, for decades, and then you come only for time when you just say resources on the right for can't take them. And would make people for grounds, make they get the hope, make them no say all that small thing them where they talk about we say we'll give up with it. They joke not joke. They don't know what to be revolution. A revolution is bringing change in a rapid way, and the change way everybody go enjoy. Even we no enjoy. We no go through this pain we are prepared to go through. So my dear people, on ground zero, make no man ever think of giving up. Man no they die hungry. Man no they die hungry. We don't work out. So we don't travel. Spend days. We don't even chop. Yes. So sometimes a man they chop in a thing fine. So the hungry for now, spiritually we are very strong. Forget about this. Now physical pain would feel. Now the physical pain. And we would tell all my papa for Isa Bush and one of us people say, make una no give up, make God continue for bless una. Una pray every day for make sure say we continue for resist Mr. Biya. Enough feet do nothing. They don't confuse now as I tell una so. Yaoundé is confused. Come to don't tie for the neck. The worst na Saudi Cameroon, don't tie for the neck. They don't do all kind thing. See the other man, Tanganji. He will go to make people they swear for Quran. Make them swear. You know if you swear for stuff, can't keep people them. Now people will swear for Quran. So my dear people, I come with a message of hope, a message of encouragement for all on the ground. Make una know say this fight, now fight for justice. Now fight way. If we stop this fight, we can't fight the other day. We must go to the end. There is no even turning back. Wait, we return back to do how? We return back to do how? So we don't get what we find them. I don't tell them, I say, United Nations will very soon impose sanctions. Yes, they will tell them, impose this fire. Say, okay, you don't want to stop the war. We go come in now for stop this war for you. Because they're not mad. Now they keep people them every day. Innocent people them. Go after the amber fighters and fight them. When they're not fit, even without Odeshi, those guys can stand and fight you. And we are fighting not for ever think of giving up. They get for no. Say, we count on them. Make nobody look about the noise where they for inside diaspora. That one is just noise. People they fight, they don't really see themselves for inside Biya. They fight for chair. These are all that one I joke, they joke. Now who now on the ground go determine how things they go when the time go reach. And as we talk, we not for ground, we not keep up with the hope, we not keep up with the courage. Say this fight we will fight so now a fight of justice. No man will be shut off a house. We know who come tell Mr. Biya, say, okay, Mr. Biya, we'll go take gun, can fight you. No, we never did that. We never ever call Mr. Biya, say, we are ready to fight you. We move like Anglo-Saxons with pen and paper for hand. The two don't do it for we. Mr. Biya and all the people them, Laurent Eso, all those people there for Yaoundé, they talk around this. So, we are the play na play. We are going to fight you till the last man standing. Till the last man. When you feel that will come, not gonna play. So make them know, you know. I say United Nations, one day, it don't happen for other side them. We're not gonna be an exception because they don't see them. Say, but if America will get influence, America come from outside. America before withdraw those weapons without making any statement about it. But the fact say America can talk openly. Now big victory for we for tell and say, "Una the joke, not joke." You are playing with the blood of Ambazonians, and we, America, will people for justice, will be human rights, and will therefore fight for decent life for people all over the world. Now, why they make say they suspend any help to them? Small times they go even move the ambassador self. They be to say the other Chris man, he woke up say they will kill American ambassador. Why they never kill him? They did joke with America. May they touch that Peter Baloren. They go understand what America will do for them. So now the thing that way me I try to explain for when I say America, you don't take a good decision and will encourage other countries them where they know what it means for fight for human rights, for democracy, for continue, for defend the interests of the minority and of the oppressed. We not play with Mr. Biya. We not play with Atanganji. So all that way the worker will code. Yeah, Atanganji goes, okay, we will swear by the Quran. He said we will swear by the Quran. And then I said, okay, let's go. Now he be minister, now he be protocol, or even be confused government, a useless regime of 58 years, nothing to show. We wait for Syria and we'll film that story for alcohol abomination. I said that they lost they don't confuse. Maurice come today for the two. He there for their neck. They go, his own pressure will start. And that regime, if it crumble, it go better for we, Southern Cameroon, because the next man go come must call for a ceasefire. Now them declare war, and now them must stop their war. No, now we declare war. And as the waste time will anger the rise, now so we too, we go to say, we'll continue for resist now. We not go give no up. There is no turning back. Ground zero. We not hold all this time to resist for 3 years. Before one is the next 6 months, who knows? It could actually cross to their side. Of course, they don't continue kind of Kiwi. Better they keep bomb themselves on the other side. Now so it go be. Now so it get for be. So Mr. Biya, you lost the war. You work have set trap all side. You know the work again. The whole world see and say it is so. Your regime is a very brutal regime. From the time we start keep people they say they be Makiza till now, you don't live on brutality. On people that blood, and the people of Southern Cameroon go make you understand. Say we are not a joking people. As we don't start them, we go get to the point where you know go believe. Say now we the Southern Cameroonians them. That's why you want come for Southern Cameroon and Bazonia. You go for take a visa. We go decide that we'll give you a visa or not. Now we go decide what if we do, because if we will not be re-Anglo-Saxon them, if we remember the thing we don't do for we no feast we go ever forgive now. But we Southern Cameroonians we know what we want, and the time go reach where you and go impose a ceasefire. Tell us okay, no one stop. We are coming in. I don't tell you that time say it is so United Nations, a Commission for Human Rights, it monitor the situation remotely. It use the remote system for monitor. Let me say they put people there for all sides for the monitor them. They go come out with images where we no go believe. Then if you can blame we, say we commit crimes, because now can provoke a people who live in peace, who are living in peace. Una can provoke we, start kiwi, start call we rat dogs and all kinds of names. And if we don't tell una say, I will tell Okala be the governor of South say he say we be dogs. You be governor, you call we dogs. So you be the governor of dogs. So it means that you be dog, you're number one dog. And we go continue for resist now till the last man standing. So the message that I come for tell people they made them not give up. First, my first message me people don't give up. Make them know say this fight and a fight for justice, and God deal with we, and we go continue for make them know. Say we don't give up for ground zero, and say we for diaspora we go continue for fight for make say we sustain the fight till a logical conclusion. Now for we will meet up all we come for day, we will forget all our pain, we forget all our suffering. We wait we don't do them for inside Kumba, for the hospital them, all the things they do, and so the bomb place them all over the place because of waiting of what resources we to get them. And that's why we say no, Norwest not getting nothing. Ambazonia is very rich from the northern zone to the southern zone. Now what do I understand? Very, very rich. Not only natural resources, human resources. Continue to not get seaport, better day. Some people don't know if you say some part they were a rich person part. No, only we head first. Only look at what Cameroonians are doing all over the world. Top positions, Anglophones, Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians, all over the world. So we are proud people. And maybe Mr. Biya knows the one where America don't do is not just the first, not just defect, not just first coup de poing wrong, na first blow. The next one will come. UK, Germany, all other countries, they see what is go on and they go sanction America, Cameroon, Mr. Biya, La République, La République, even in street safe, mad people. So look at the queue people for 2 years, no respect for human life, for human dignity. This has to end, and we must stop them by fighting you back. We don't to give up. So for ground zero, I kind of encourage you now, make you know say this pain will go through. Even for this period of lockdown, it will come to pass. It will come to pass. Things will get back to normal. We will pick up the destruction will not cause some broken piece of our lives, and we'll move on like Ambazonians, like Southern Cameroonians. May no man give up. Now the first thing I become to tell people, they say, hope they may we continue for resist, we continue for fight, because there is no turning back. There is no way. There is no way. We don't even think about turning back. Not just a pipe dream. Say we go give up. Give up to go and do what? So all other people will see so small. The guardian put it right that thing. They say this by lockdown march pass. Which march pass? Now some march pass used to be. When I got confused, we changed what did them for history. Move started for flag. What have you not done to us? So the resistance will go on. When I just with more prepare, the fight no go easy until we get our freedom. There will be no turning back. So other thing doing me, I become for talk about the second item, why Mami Gerago joined me small time for discuss about the big meeting where it go happen. So I want to tell about what will go happen now. I want to know for inside this very war where it go on, the Bafut community, it don't be the one way it don't be touched seriously like the other communities, of course. And the people them for Bafut, especially for the diaspora, when I don't see what will happen. They go for them from Agya to go from Manji, from Sim, for all sides, from Sanaminui. They burn all places. They go if you play reverend sister, they stay with they even pray. Una still kill their God. Kill man picking for Isa Bafutute. Nah, sister, they bury man picking now, where he don't die. And when I feel say all this thing I do and so, we go never, we will continue for fight. So for inside the Bafut community then, they don't see what will happen. They go for Sajoga, they burn place, they go for all place they burn. So it don't be the one way, but for people for the whole world. Manjong houses and Wenjang them. And the coordination committee, they don't wake up say, they go try for all way, for make big cry die for Bafut people them. For all people don't die for Bafut and for all Ambazonia, Bafut people want make big cry die. And for make humanitarian gesture, for make say, they try for gather resources, prepare again for support people on the ground with medication. Now, so every community get for do. And so this day where it come for number 16 day for February, so Saturday in just few days, the Bafut community them, the Manjong, the Ndabufu, they go meet up for inside Maryland for try for see away. They go make big cry die, put candle them for see what people don't die, make the rest. And say, may the fight it continue. Nobody say they go give up. No one day they go give up. And now for inside West Bowie Village Hallway, it go take place where they go meet up for day, try for discuss, see, evaluate the situation. And when may Mami Gira can join me, get updates of which way they happen, the damage you don't cause them for day. And so we'll try for talk about the different communities them as time to go on. But for today, the people them for Bafu don't decide for come together. For say, they put themselves as a people for try for support their community, for make say they protect them, provide resources, give them medication, for say and say may they work together as a people. And they say for this number 16 day for February, so Saturday where they come so. People them for Bafu people for different communities them, for South Africa, for United Arab Emirates, for inside Japan, for every community where they do for inside, una get for meet up from a different country them, try for make this big cry die, this humanitarian gesture for number 16 day. In fact, for the whole this month, they get for meet up for discuss like a people. Make any man, if you don't marry Bafu girl, born Pekin. Now the time this for say you support your people them. If you marry Bafun man, tell your master say he contribute people them. He people them for a community. They come say make he send support for helping them for the ground. Especially as we lock down this so as you know the worker, all man don't run the inside village. People don't run go inside village. And for inside bush, they struggle for them for they survive. So now the time is for them for inside America. If you do America, for Canada, make say you ready a flight for pay. Go for inside Maryland, for District of Columbia, for meet up the Bafu people them for inside West Bowie Village Hall, for make say una put una hand together, make people try to contribute for support the people them for inside that community. Mami Gera will come join me some more time for discuss about the issue they happen for inside Bafu Day and for other communities, not only Bafu, man condemn any man for inside Fako, or brother when Bakori people them, or all Mola them, for inside Lebi Alem, for inside Manu, for inside all the county them una get for come out like a people for different areas them how way the people Bafo they really come out now for support people they on the ground, for support the entire community, and anybody nobody say they will contribute something for help not only the community. No, when they contribute anyhow they say in difficulty they will say they support you. Now the message that way they say, maybe I tell people them say for this Saturday where they come, so make any man if you know any Bafut man, if you be friend for Bafut man, tell he say it dey so you go support he. Can meet up if people them for inside Maryland, we can discuss, see the way forward for inside this war where they declare for we. Now, at the end of another issue where it be a little bit controversial, but we will try as much as possible for make say we look at a way forward. I want to talk about the infighting way it did inside the interim government. It be something where, as I tell you now, for inside each family, fight ever did it. But when fight day, don't have you for come support the man or you support that person. No, now for system the two people then talk together. And one thing I want to talk, make everybody listen very well. Say, no matter what way they happen, when person there for inside Yoma or for prison, you got to stop for the attacking. And they pass this message for Secretary Chris. And for all other people the way they talk about the days of prison, leave them for day, make them be in peace, continue for the pray, continue for the strategize, for the think the way forward. The other thing I say, Secretary Chris they can talk a series of things them way. For me, now any person right for can talk. But you know if you expect Minister of Communication for can they talk about the Minister of Finance the way it do yesterday. For some people, it be necessary for talk. For some people, it not be necessary for talk. But if there is any issue, they're supposed to discuss them like a people among themselves. We don't expect this show of coming out to castigate the other man, for talk bad about the other man, because the other man will come out talk his own, and then it will be a little bit confusing. We have to stand like one people when an issue day, when any confusion day. And at the time, they want to explain them for the people that they fight, say, what do they call them? The Ambazonian spirit and accountability. You must be transparent in the way you manage people. And same way they try to explain to the people which way it happened with the management of resources where Ambazonia they contribute for them. If they do them so, maybe no people will trust them and will continue to fight for liberate ourselves from Mr. Biya. I feel so bad at times for can't talk to our people because we seem not to listen. For which way the good advice will come to thank for them. We need to support any shit from anybody. This fight, not gonna fight for interim government, or not be fight for agency, not fight for Morris. Now the fight of the people. Make they put the country first. We don't want to hear all on a crowd and can cry. And we talk and repeat them. We need, if there is an issue, make una shidon talk as a people. We not come begin demonstrate we how na this man be to blame, na that man be to blame. We are not here to know who is right or wrong. We are here to say if there is a problem, una sit and discuss as a people. And now the people want to know the truth about from my trip to Biya, citizen levy. Now the time this can tell we which will happen. And more than if you say the finance secretary, it is stupid if it be said to true. He don't decide for say go hold money, make no move outside. But if you be say you not see what they go do with the money, he took a give account. Now your own image they at stake. Now your own reputation they at stake. So my dear people, I want to talk say the infighting inside the interim government it be uncalled for. When I give a shidon, discuss as a people. And now they say when man for prison, if you give idea, no, everybody be matter. Everybody matter for this revolution now. Everybody matter. But people that are for prison, they gotta be very, very careful. Very, very careful with their own safety. By coming to talk to people, they never keep confidentiality. How person go be, it discuss una privately, una come make them public. For me, I still say it's a problem. And at the time, we go for rethink how we go for do the way forward. And so people tell me say, I'm not talk about the APNC. No, all we na Southern Cameroon. I don't talk about team like play. Make some person of say be more Southern Cameroonian than the other, or you go hate this man, or you go suspect that man. Make we try for bury all this attitude. You know they help nobody. No, sincerely, now the time for talk, because some people they come, they accuse, and I go jump for the other one. I don't say, for me, if me I get any suggestion for Guyana, I say, we need a high command to manage the revolution. We need a high command. High command means what? Inside the different movement, them make the select 2 people them, make sure say 2 people for each movement or 3. May they form the high command. Now them go discuss how to take we go forward. That will be the political leadership. Because honestly speaking, when we make so the international community take us serious, they don't take us serious. We want to see a united people. And as I tell you now, when it happens so, it will be good because it will make any man know say all man be accountable to the Ambazonian people. All man go give account for the action where it do. I talk about the high command. We go select the best Southern Cameroonian Ambazonian. They know say they know what they do. They know what to be revolution, and they can foresee say they continue for fight. If each movement give 3 persons, I don't want to hear about this leader them. From Dr. Sako, Dr. Ayaba, Dr. Akwanga, Dr. All them with John Bakoro, all them so. They don't try their part. For me, make the fine. The other people that never come for front like leadership. When they inside the movement, them bring them for front. Make that them now more time to see new faces and a new direction. Because these people them they don't do the same thing, the same complaint. They blame the man, blame this man. It not help anybody. And me. Personally, like the chair for SCAF, the Southern Cameroon Activist Forum, I'll try for explain something for Buna. People they feel say will come together like SCAF, now for come fight whosoever or for do whatsoever. Would it try now for see how we get objectivity? Make we see people the way they don't get interest from money. They get the interest of supporting those on the ground to fight. Now why we come together? And so we where we come like activists. Activists not gonna work. People must get work to do. I'm not a politician. People don't understand. Some of you know politician. Me are a politician. I don't know me politics. I don't know how to manipulate. But we don't get into a lot of manipulation from the all them. Everybody they manipulate. Because maybe they get their own interest. Where it not be interest of the revolution. Now why would they get all this confusion? But it go stop. It go stop. You know, because the people they know say when dark moments like this occur, think the way they go shine, they go come. So I propose we need a new breed of leaders. May any movement send a people they make the type of think who they will be for inside the high command where they will decide take decision together how they will manage and go forward. Because the other days are ready for now, they are fighting among themselves, which is not good for us. It be good because it make people they know say ambassador not go be a joke. Go be a country where you pick your phone, call minister, tell him, say, Mr. Minister, now we're there for different call to them. You are joking with us, and the minister will understand. I mean, especially SCAF, we not come now for fight anybody whatsoever. We come now for some organize ourselves, try to look at the issues, discuss, and avoid forgetting the people their private lives. Make we do the activism alone and leave the politicians to be doing their politics. So when people they come say, so much I don't go join Nyungu. No, we just pull ourselves together. You know, just we don't reduce the noise on social media. We have to organize ourselves. That's the reason. And we over discuss. Now, we don't discuss. We say and say, even for this lockdown, we'll try to propose. Say this so make the reduce the period. We'll try to write to the people that they call the lockdown. But they can still come discuss we. For somebody to organize it, make people never feel the pain. We suggest, we don't get no power for impose on whosoever. We will suggest and we'll make sure that the interest of every single Southern Cameroonian will be taken into consideration. People will know some of we, even though we know they come from Gita Altar or Facebook, they know what we do behind the scenes for help makes meeting a bit objective. More take everybody and move forward as a people. We don't talk again, say, for APNC. So, Pastor Kadafi say, I condemn the APNC. I cannot condemn anybody. People, the first get to understand, people get the right to meet. But the only thing what we been say, when we come so we go home meeting APNC, when they come back, listen, I fight, when I want 5 minute meeting home, now it be suspicious, you know, and it be clear. From what you made, they observe them. So get the Sako camp and the Sisiku camp. We not going to talk together like a people. We not going to talk together as a people. Don't let them one show saying I know on the manipulate bring the confusion. We don't need all that. We don't need all that. The cry on the ground is for us to talk as a people. And so people don't hold a meeting for meet up, make them meet up. Maybe they not hold rope for my neck say you must attend. And people where you know say meeting be called. If you get the duty to go for the meeting. Una the fear na waiting. You know, una looking for fear to attend a meeting. But the people that organize meeting, may they not come, may they say what impose on people. And look at some of the people that organize the APNC. They talk for WhatsApp, they fight for WhatsApp. When you organize meeting, if people they don't want to hesitate, it's not for you to fight them. You try to convince them, you know. You convince them for seeing the reason dead. Why they can meet up for discuss the way forward. If they get hidden agenda, that one is their problem. When you get a clean mind, nothing will happen with you. So I don't want to talk for the interim government. Say we don't tire doing a show for fighting here, fighting there. We not try for have mercy on the people on the ground, and not be only. Now I'll move this more time. So the issue I say, any man, you know, if the suspect man meeting over whole, people already conclude when I be magician them. May they hold the meeting. You can't stop people from meeting. You're stopping the meeting how? You know? You want to stop people from meeting. May they meet up, discuss. Okay, you want to say that people go say that Boya would go. You want to for go Boya? No. Which hidden agenda? Me and this is no hidden agenda. And even if they say they have problem naku, wait, they problem naku how? Una try to understand people them. This is getting to a point where EBAS first it shows you be ghost. I know you be for block man, and allow me for share my own view about which way to go on. I know they influence anybody, but me I believe say we get a duty to listen to everybody. Even the dull and ignorant have their own story. You know, nobody no ban any man. You can't ban anybody. And made a stop for the manipulate the people that they in jail. Many people in jail stop for the even talk to the people themselves. Avoid them. You know, people must meet. You know, people must meet. When family get problem for inside family, they meet up today discuss. Next day they go get discuss. Before they want end war, meeting must there. But it's natural. But now the attitude of some people where they want come impose the meeting, it is not going to have any tension to be. You know? So the man they say me I be Milan. I resemble Milan. Me I don't be Milan. I be me. So can't sit there because me I be Milan. You ghost. Leave some people phone here. No, me sincerely speaking, when I live with the suspicion of people. May anybody do his own. May anybody try to walk towards getting us away from our oppressors. Now it interests me. No, all this talking and talking and talking. And my focus on ground zero. So I want beg everybody say it is so the people where they call meeting and when they say no go attend, may they try to come to a compromise. You know, may they come to a compromise behind the scenes. We don't want to see all this display of attitudes. No, you know they have nobody. It isn't because of people they be discouraged. Now just because of a widow stand strong. Say no matter the fighting, now part of the confusion problem system is that way. And a bad system. Now he make we fight. We never fight before. But why now? So my dear people, I want beg na beg. And when I take over something where they go on. When I realize say the other movement them where the agency the Morris, the other one and I wouldn't, APLM, don't be the quieter. Then they talk about them. They don't say, oh, me the fight, me the kill themselves. No. When there's a problem, we're not going to come in to discuss as a people. Maybe if people never stop their hatred, you know, if people never stop their hatred, it will be very difficult. It will be very, very difficult for us. So many people they try for have mercy. For me, some people they talk about say scarf. Someone Jim Harris look at them and me, I don't join Yongo. I don't join Yongo for doing. I get my views. I know most of these guys. I know most of the people, the foreign leaders, so I know most of them. They get the revolution at heart. Now just because of the anger of 58 years of torture. Now it make, you see, fighting to go on. So going forward, I want plead with the interim government, make them stop with who can wash their drawers for outside. May they try for sort this thing behind the scene. May they try for can give we account of which way people don't donate for encourage others to give. It be important. It be very, very important. But in a very reasonable way. And at the back sector, Chris, be a unified. You cannot fight. I hear you say, you're ready for fight. You go fight. All that. Well, we don't need fight. If you get power for fight, go fight the Republic. All this infighting, it does not help us. May the cabinet try for discourse, you know, with the people. Talk with them. Talk with them. If we don't agree, we want to separate in a peaceful way. So we don't agree because of this. But not be the fighting. No. Some people do talk say this, so my way for is a captive, if you give others. No. I not believe. Now why I talk about people they try to manipulate we. Both the Sako cam and the physical cam. It must be clear. Because since we don't say, if we impose, even advise, say my people they want to try meet up together when I talk. You know, a lot of suspicion, but I don't talk more than let people go to prison, make them go to prison, walk their prison suffering. Not for coming to attack them, insult them. It is not proper, my dear people. We are Southern Cameroonians who must respect the views of other people. You know, I don't hear all people don't attack me privately, say me scarf, na waiting a branch for waiting a IG this. So when they say would work for this, all the just look at the laugh because they don't know what to be revolution. Before they want come for the fight, some of we don't do it in a way. Plenty they know they do it in a way they know they talk. You know? So with the beg, say make what people then try to understand APNC. They don't send a series of document them. Why they must meet to discuss, you know, make the APS to go for the other movement and to not be only for IG. May they go to for AGC, they go to for Morris, they go to may they go discuss with them. May they to all man come together. You know, they talk say man no believe go born chief because chief get more than 50 wives. No man even know the believe go born the next chief. You know, so my dear people. Maybe the last time I can talk about time, I just watch which way they go on, even though it be disheartening, but now for make we strong, for no say, we get for continue for fight. But you argue with him. No man not be above the revolution. So, but those Sako to stand strong. He got stand strong. Me, I know for support whosoever. My honor say, make any man do a part. May they give account of what we don't collect. People need to know. If not, they will not give again. So, for all the fight we don't go on, it will not be pleasant to the eyes of the international community. They want to see a united people who will stand so, will stand strong, fight the men them, who would waste energy, you know, who would waste energy. No matter, I don't say, I repeat them. If you left anyone ambassador and audio enter forest, so you know, if you left any man audio enter forest, we don't need that. We don't need that. More try to consider everybody opinion, listen to people, you know. And this, I mean, for me personally, and this is not where people they say they plan waiting. They plan waiting. Meeting about how people already see what it is people ahead. And then, and what thing already happened with this revolution? Man, she don't even know who me I be. He talk about me. You don't know about me. Don't talk about me. You don't know about what they want to do. Not talk about what you don't know. You know? They must say activists are the cause. Yes, some are the cause. You know, some are the cause. So she said to make this activism is not a job. People they must get profession for do. So that it go easy them for carry on with the struggle. Because the activists have not been helpful. So people they come and blame me. Maybe I don't give me time because me I don't say I be clear with which way me I know it be revolution and everybody in view. When I know what it mean me I feel too bad at times because all those fighters who are on the ground, I don't meet most of them face to face. I see people where they work for the revolution, but because of what infighting, it make them they go lose their life some kind of way. We're not supposed to be so. We got to love ourselves. We got to try every way to accommodate each person. We got to try to look at the strength. You know, no. You can say Christ expose evil. That other man over talk and when that man go talk, it go bad. So you don't hear a one side story. Me I hear one side story, and we don't talk say me. We don't take side on whether support ACC as CAF, support APNC or not. We go hear from the two sides, and then we know what to do. But we must put at the back of our mind say people have the right to meet. You can't stop people from meeting. No, remember very well the part of the problem we get with the Republic now because they ban NCNC. You understand me? They ban NCNC. They deny we from meeting. You know? They deny we from meeting. And now for them it cause problem. They deny we from meeting. So we don't deny people from meeting. If there's one so small dictator than two. No. For me, people that meet up, discuss. They will come with for chair how? And I need to understand. So they're going to vote of no confidence and so on and so forth. Other one is irrelevant. The cabinet and the structure of the IG they stand. If there's something, they discuss as a people and look for a way forward. That's what me at the Siam. Not supporting whether Sisiku side or this side. They come and stop all that in them. And then can use that my name. Man, they for prison never know what to be problem. Now I don't advise them. Say, man, be careful with all these guys who are outside there using their names. They got to be very, very conscious about their own safety, except something they will know. But for me, people have the right to meet. We start fight Paul Biya when it banned we from meeting. So we will not come to stop others from meeting. No, I won't tolerate that. Freedom of assembly, freedom of association, freedom of expression. Every person that talks shit, listen to it. You choose the one will be good. Person will be evil all through. I don't tell una, say, make the APNC, they humble themselves, continue for do the lobbying, discuss with the people, you know, in all peace, make the meeting whole, you know, they look at a way forward. But don't forget they go move some man for cheer, you know. No, that one, it don't going to help anything. I make people know, at the country they play, if IG crumble today, it will be difficult for we. For pick up the broken pieces. Because look at the other movements. Man, make it very, very clear. The other movements, what did happen? They get one leader more often, where he be known, and then the other members are there for back. They don't be known as their main leader, and none of them, no, they can challenge that leader whether I go right or wrong. Wait, for Morris, we know about Bo Herbert. For AGC, we know about Comrade Ayaba. For APLM, we know about Kwanga. The other people they never back but you know why Somaka challenge them? But you see, they challenge now ever the IG now because the IG it means something for inside the revolution. And nobody talks to the other people don't mean. They mean. But if the challenge will come over the other side then too, you know for the way to go to Siam today. And why are they challenge all the other movements and may they interfere, may they come into the IG issue, give advice, not allow them, may they kill themselves because of money, because all they talk about my trip to Boya, my trip to this, my trip to that. No, money should not separate us. Money should not ever separate us. People they cry about money, they get the money, they don't know what to do with them. So I want beg similar people for the interim government may they try by every means for make say they bring peace among themselves. Look at the way the things go and try to discuss as a people, you know. And at the point that I don't talk for APNC, may they stop for fight people them. make them move. You ask about budget for conference, people don't decide to join their money. What is the problem with the budget? You know, you understand me? You know, people don't have to join their money. So put the same thing the money instead of ground zero. They get their own plan. Maybe they'll go there raise more money instead of ground zero. So my problem is not even the money issue. No stop people them from meeting. You know, we never stop call the agency because they are doing a good job. Of course, all the now at the time they say agency no get fighters on the ground because people no, they have fighters on the ground. Well, me I know them. I know the fighters. I've seen some. I meet out General Ivan for Ecom. Many of them. So they're doing a great job. Like all the movements, they do a great job. But I don't tell that say this fight way to go on among ourselves. At a certain point, I just smile me because I just say that poor Biya he wish we don't bring and say as it over torture we. It don't make all man say now my own option the work for till we go Biya. But all the options the work more we try to talk one more for take the struggle forward. So I'm not going to support whether a Sako or support the APNC or whosoever, but know what people they try to understand. Say, know that the time this for camp became bring we confusion, demand the fight, demand the go on. We don't need all that. My problem are the ground zero fighters. Now, ground zero fighter, I'm tell you something. Mr. Biya plan. I'm done with the APNC. For me, made a hold a meeting, but made not impose on anybody. I made nobody not stop anybody from meeting. That's my position personally. But a scarf will come out with a clear position when we don't get, we don't hear from the two sides. We know which way they be up to. From there, we'll come out the written statement saying our position is clear and net, and we'll bear responsibility for it. So, I want pass message for ground zero fighters. Them. I beg, if you have a ground zero, pass for all fighter them. Anytime when you see Paul Biya in army, they can't talk say. One will fight, I don't die. Wanna be very careful. You know, wanna be very careful because what will the one do na say? The one say, make you do video, send her outside, they take that video, track play with you. Nothing what they want do. Like they woke up fake sick female, she don't die. So now why would they discourage all people them for they do videos, do pictures, whatsoever? They use them for fight our people and for can kill now. So like female so what do you say? Female don't die for this place for Nigeria. He die for Nigeria how? Even if he die now, one Guinea state burial. They are jokers. They want to make come say this is me female. They tracking na killing. Not only for female. All the fighters on the ground. All the fighters on the ground. We must be very, very careful at this stage. We must be very, very careful about which way it go on the ground, about doing of videos, posters. We must be very, very, very careful because now so they want to come for make sure they track una down as una they try for defend homeland. So now the issue don't be a try for fighters on the ground. May they try for be very, very careful. May they not give themselves into getting to do pictures or videos. That time you don't pass. Will be made that small mistake them. Now so the war intensified. Probably I don't confuse and it will confuse the more. Now therefore we for just put ourselves together, package ourselves, and see say the struggle it move forward. Now before I come for discuss other issues here, Mami Gira don't join me. Mami Gira, how for you now?
Are they fine? No. Hello everybody.
Okay.
Salona.
Yeah, thanks for joining me. And I share too for you for which will happen for you. You one of the people that we try to for work for own way. We don't be a family already. And so the issue where me I become for I become more discuss about the Bafut community. Essentially, you get a lot of contact with them, and you feel briefly. What did it happen now? So for Bafut, just the update of information. I don't have to talk about which way to go on, but paint to the situation where it happened today.
I don't know whether the break or now you the break, but I don't know if I'm still on.
Yeah, you're on. I get you very well.
Hello. I don't know whether I did break. I just see myself where I was. I don't know whether I did break or something. But thank you so much for talking about my opportunity to thank all man way he reached out for me that way my house born for here. It took me, he had to take me home. I actually understand thing way people they for ground zero they go through after they lost everything. We as I remember he even give me that opportunity for member or one of them and me the way they be born in house. He stand. I was standing with the same clothes. Me and my people be stand with the clothes and we as fire be take our house, we stand out the clothes that we get and the single pair of shoe where we get our skin that night. So I really want to sincerely thank everybody, every single person where be reach out. My problem no be completely agree with them. I'm not as important as those on ground zero because one, I don't run at the bullet, but I still get opportunity. I even had an opportunity to stay in the shelter for like 3 weeks now before I could get a place where I could just move in my kit for us to pick our pieces and start up again. So I want to use this opportunity to sincerely thank everybody where you watch and people who reached out for for those heartfelt messages. They kept me going and they're still keeping me going. And that situation actually taught me how united we are because people from every front, people who disagreed with me with stance I've taken before, they were there for me, and it showed me how committed we are not only to the movement but to each other.
Yeah.
Like I remember J. Kawe be talked to his famous statement of all for one for all. That's actually standing out. You see us coming together when these things happen, when things like this happen. I'm really grateful. Then let me push straight. I'm sorry, I don't want to keep so much time. I just want to, I'm still to make a video on my platform just to thank people
Okay.
on them showing up for me. I don't want to use this time. This time I came on was for ground zero.
Yeah.
Um, I'm a Bafut engineer. I'm mobile food. Let me speak that in Bafut so you know with my family compound in Bafut being torn down, burnt. My family lives in a shelter in the bush. No food, no water. They don't have access to medication. The last time when a boy from my neighborhood was shot, they took him to Manji Hospital, which is one of the prominent hospitals in Bafut. That's where the mortuary is, the only mortuary in Bafut. They took this boy to the hospital, and the hospital was surrounded by police officers, by gendarmes, and they were shooting at the people who were coming in. No patient, no, there's no patient in Manji right now. As we speak, Manji is completely shut down. There are no doctors in Manji. The doctor's house in Manji was surrounded the day they went down to raid Bafut. The doctor's house was surrounded. People didn't get into Bafut. There was no way you could treat a wounded person. So parents, all the patients in Bafut, since the nurses were scared of their lives, they ran into the bush. So all the patients who stayed in Manji stayed with no attention for the whole day. We had registered people actually died. So that is how bad the situation is. People who say People who say, sorry, I had an incoming call. People who say Amber Boys burned Kumba Hospital. Matt, you don't know what you're talking about. We are dealing with a group of lunatics. I call them bipolar patients who were trained by Israel crazy Masha to go in and do anything. And we've seen there are people coming in from Chad, from Central Africa who were hired. There are mercenaries coming in from all those areas who are hired by Biya, and they are doing their job. They've been paid up. They are serial killers. There are people who can hook bombs on themselves, walk into a building and blow that building up without thinking, because they've been paid to do that job. It's what they've given up their life. They did like ISIS. They're ISIS. Mbororo man, you know what Mbororo man can do? Mbororo man will hang a bomb on him, get into a town, blow up the whole town with no remorse. That's exactly what we are facing at this point. It's as serious as it is. I'm trying to paint this picture to tell you how serious this is.
So as of now,
we talk about money.
Yeah, as of now, you feel confirmed, say most people in the inside bush, and how did it do for survive before we come to the emergency plan and the cry that way go take place?
Yes, the whole Bafoot did inside bush. No man along Jinta, Nsani, Manji, Mankwi, even Nico, when Nico, they go inside bush. People don't even live in Nico. Everybody in Nico has evacuated. Manka, all those palace, no man of the inside palace. You remember the last time they went into the palace, they shot into the palace. Hey, Kiala.
They
shot
inside the palace.
Secret home. Yes.
Okay.
Shot into the palace. There are bullet holes all over the palace. As a Bafoot Injidin, as a child whose descendant came from that palace, as a Bafoot, my grandfather is actually the Muma of Bafoot. He's a Chirimbi of he's a Bumbi of Bafoot, the Muma of Abumbi. As a descendant of an Abumbi, what happened in Bafoot? Even that only we are 4 Abumbis in Bafoot. I mean, 4 of us. It means not every Bafoot person has to be concerned about this. 4 of us, we are going to teach La Republic. I'm looking for 4 Bafoot people. Make yourself in groups of 4. Even nothing happens in this fight. Let's avenge the death of our kids. Let's avenge the discipline, them coming into our palace, and the most secret place in Bafoot. People, even Bonto, even a Munto in Bafoot can't see Kuifo. And La Republic rat
yes,
goes into the palace and shoots.
Now, the most important issue, don't get information, say, people from Bafoot, the Ndabufu, and the other coordinators, they try for make a big cry die for Maryland Day, and they call up them for all over the world for join their hands for the humanitarian effort. So briefly a little bit about how it will happen and what they expect.
Okay, so it's not going to be only Washington DC. I want to take this. Just push this conversation a little.
Go ahead.
There's another thing going on. Bafoot people, what Bafoot, the coordinators have done so far is, since the hospitals were shut down, mobile hospitals have been made. I know talk how it works, but mobile hospitals have been made to meet the needs of these people in the bushes. So nurses are being trained and sent into these bushes to take care of women. I have like pictures that they take blood pressures, they give medication to pregnant women, malaria medication, because most of these people in these bushes, they are sick. Bafoot people, they've done this already. The last project, I remember the last project cost almost 4 million francs. Not just about the fighters, it's about your grandma who is in the village. Those fighters in the village, they are the people going into those bushes and taking care of your grandma. Blood pressure, giving them blood pressure medication, giving them malaria treatments. If you're a Bafoot person, look for 6, 7 people. Even you are not in Maryland, if you're not going to that conference in Maryland, look for 5, 6, 7 people. Create a group. If you don't know where to forward the money, forward it to me. I I will make sure people have been giving me their money in Bafut and you haven't heard any complaints about it. I know where to direct your money and I know how to give you back reports on the money you've spent. Please, if you're sitting anywhere, it's not only a Maryland issue, it's a CRIDA, yes. It's a CRIDA that is going to start with the church service. It's going to be in Washington, D.C. And one of the things is they are paying homage not only to the fighters who died, but everybody in Bafut who has lost.
Okay. I don't seem to lost contact with you. I hope so you will come back. And the picture where depends on the picture for Bafut. Maybe not only about Bafut. Now the same picture would get people in time to time for explain what it happened for day and the effort with the community to put inside for make sure they help the people on the ground for continue for sustain this war. Now Mami Gera will send the link for donations, and as I don't first talk, they go Bafut they go meet up for Maryland for number 16 days Saturday where it comes so for try for make big cry die and for support the humanitarian effort on the ground. We put it die not be only for they not be only for this. So the thing way Mami Gera explain for we now the same thing way the same brutality where Mr. Biya he don't go even for Libya Alem Palace go for they go destroy palace we don't be from since from Mr. Biya don't go for the he go destroy Libya Alem Palace if he said don't forget wait since for time for German they will Libya Alem people they get them he don't go destroy them go for Southwest the same thing go for Northern Zone. So Mami Guy don't come back you try for briefly about the event for that day for Maryland, and we are seeing also encouragement for other people. They make the try for meet up. For example, Bafun Manjo for South Africa, they encourage them for meet up to discuss Mona C. And not only for Bafun, they make other commitments to they take that responsibility for make say they look back at the people that work that way, especially for Muna for diaspora. Tell about what will happen for Maryland in few words.
Yeah, one of the things that will happen, Maryland group already come together, start raise their money already. There are groups who have already put like don't put like an amount with the one raise, and they're already meeting that amount. So when they come in, we will have a prayer, and then after that, these groups are going to go out there. I have a group too who have been running. I don't need raise funds and for a long time now for this particular thing. We don't be try, but at this point we'll be like we can't keep trying. There are so many Bafu people out there who don't even know what is going on. They don't know where to run to for information. They want to be part of this, but they don't even know how to be part. If you know 4 Bafu people, the only 4 of them, their location when are they together, put them together. When I come together, put this money together and contact me. I know how to connect you to the people. You can get the right information. Bafu has worked so far. Bafu don't work so far now because all we would do together, we would work together. We need dispense information. Why boy the name make video can put on Facebook. You teach them. I don't say my year, my gun and latitude. My year I'm back far. My young Banuforumu to invite the Bafut gods. If they are sitting on the ground and washing Bafut people, washing this threat, and they are unable to act like they did in the days of German, then they failed us as their generation. Then they went ahead of us and they went to sleep. Whatever is left of them.
So one they are listening on the high. As we hear, they say they go palaces and put their pennies on their tests at the high.
Oh, I have videos. If you want me, I can send them to you.
No,
I beg. So it happened.
I beg. I don't beg. No, can't confuse. So, make all man. Now for Maryland, where it go take place. And then you encourage other people to for different areas and make a meet up. For CC they try for assist people that are on the ground. Now the message that way to pass Mami Gera.
Yes, and not be only Bafut people there. If you think Bafu now, so we'll get three hot places where they go after, where they don't discover and say that the real hot land. There's Bafu, there's Lebialem, and but they keep going down to Batibo, even though Bali keeps stopping them. They know this is where the war is going to end. They know this is, but even the German people, when they beat Bafu back in the day, they knew that was the end of the German war. They knew it. They had to come in with Mancon. So the same thing they are trying to do, they are minimizing Bafu because they know that's where they have the airport. They know that's the last place where this fight is going to come down to. We get ready. Bafuna last fight. Bafuna will graze this thing. Now Bafuna will either decide if we win this war or we lose it. So we have to get ready for Bafut. You don't only have to be a Bafut person to be part of this. If you think your community, if your community, even if your community, you think you can rally together and help Bafut people, help us. We are the people to hand over Southern Cameroons to you. We go burn airport, burn them inside the airport, and they send their dogs.
Well, we are not the violent people. People of Southern Cameroon, violent people. I understand the anger, the frustration, and which way the slap for being a very true. I don't get reports from Kumbasaide, and I don't get report too from different communities for inside, even for that side for Nguti, and all the other side them where this French Cameroon army they come invade our people. So I would only wish well. I would also say anybody don't marry Bafu girl or don't marry Bafu man, may then to the contribute na so no. Na matter for na so na matter way all friend your friend me they can contribute say support and me no only for but we want to listen we take care about Bafu me the other communities and too they come out like a people the one for Lebi Alem, the one for Akwaya, the one them for Mundemba, the one them for Kodo Tisimbe, them too they should go for their own place because we there for war. And for now any person where you get any information where if he say we have to help mobilize the community them a person work that for do and for make say may you know help only talk only about Bafupina because they contact me and if any other community day where if he say if he pass across the message may they get to us so that we will help for mobilize people from different communities and so on and so forth and for make say may the fight it come to an end and no matter of tribalism this goes talk to any of the people, mobilize the people for try for help the community. So we only wish for CC we'll get feedback maybe how we pass for Maryland. Because other thing we want
I get one more thing for Adam, Papa.
Yes.
That fundraising tour they go on online. The same time they go on for Maryland, there's going to be an online. There's going to be an online session going on. So if you want to be part of it, go online and actually and for people there they want to know over. We are working with Bafu RGA. It was organized by the interim government itself, which in partner with the interim government supported. One of the speakers there is going to be the main speaker there is going to be Eric Tato and some other IG members. So it's not like it's a Bafut internal issue. It's an issue that has been seen across Southern Cameroons, and they decided. Eric Tato took up on himself to show up there to be the main fundraiser at that event. So he's going to be doing the fundraising. So those who are making it sound like it's a Bafut internal issue, it's not a Bafut internal issue. It's just like any other county can see that need, that problem, walk up and take charge. Bafut people are just taking charge to preserve their RGA so we can, at the end of the day, which is what we are going to do. Each county is going to liberate themselves, and then we'll hand over that county to the government because we've discovered like if the people who speak the same language, the best way this thing was defeated. Germans were defeated back in the days was when people who spoke the same language came together, rallied themselves, went after the enemy, with their with their understanding. Because
what situation?
Yeah, if people come down to Bafut and you're talking in Bafut, they don't know what you're talking about. You can do anything you want to do to them.
Okay.
When people are looking at this local thing, they look at it only from. I want people to narrow down and listen to other people. You said something very important before. People, we need to start listening to other people, understanding them, and not just making things or taking something somebody says and making something out of it. Ask questions. When somebody says something, it's very okay for you to ask a question to be clarified. That is why we are here together.
No, some person don't even attack me, say, why me I invite Mami Gera na AGC. So me I say, people when they can't key, they choose who be I who be AGC. Me I not fed them for no side. I think show myself.
Unfortunately for them, if they go into the rankings of AGC, I've never been a member of the AGC. The AGC once mentioned me to be their spokesperson some years back, 2 years ago, which I didn't even answer to them. So if you're looking for your little place to look for your trouble, Mami Jera, I already get enough trouble for my end.
Wait,
I'm not even an AGC member. I don't even know what goes on in the AGC. I'm a fighter. I'm an activist. I chose to come into this fight. When I came into this fight, I didn't come as a group member. The day I picked up my phone, made a video, and I insulted Philemon Young and his bandits, I didn't come as an AGC person. I didn't come as an IG person. And when I leave this fight, I won't leave as any of them, but I'll leave like a Southern Cameroonian.
I tell you, these guys don't send me confusion for head with the political slogan. Then we get for the try for the. Me, I don't give me time. Any person way to do anything will be good for assist our people on the ground. Me, I demi with you. And we not coming to the opposed man, the fighting man. Now me, I'm whatever front. No, we have to go beyond that ideology. Now, what time is now? People of say we talk to them about food. If any community day where it get a message for mobilize the people, no hesitate for contact me. And then they ask no money from anybody. My contribution, even if I give the cash, I think I'll talk. Then my own contribution that. So son of Maryland for Saturday, 16th of February 2019, we the Bafu community, the Nda Manjong, the Nda Ngwenjang, all the Bugwe and all the fighters they go meet up for time for mobilize resources for helping the for the ground and for make we continue for resist the oppression of Mr. Biya and the people them. So thanks so much, Mami Gera. Time to tell you, know, me I don't like me this because put on the Facebook, make I a joke. So me I hardly coming for here, me I can't to my people for ground say, Paul Biya the law.
No. I know. Majo at what they say. If you start looking, yeah, I want you to tell all man, if you start looking at this fight from an angle of I'm an ageist, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm an IGist, I'm a that, not from an angle of a Southern Cameroonian. I'm a disadvantaged person. I'm a person whose rights are tampered with. I'm a person who is being taken advantage of. I'm a woman who has been asked to lay on the sun and watch the sun. Close your eyes, they said in a video yesterday. I'm a guy who could be shot on the street without questioning. I'm a person who can go back to Cameroon without being asked on or at the airport why they are coming in or when are they leaving. If you can't ask yourself all these questions and answer them, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We have to keep up the fight.
So
man say I go give money. I give money. Even if it's small. Yeah. No, thanks, Mami Gera. if you follow to put it, some people they say they don't craze for this Facebook thing. We don't care whether you be whosoever.
I don't like. I don't. The people they mention group their name. They say I don't like the group. I don't like now you. I don't like you. If you don't like me, I don't like you. So there's no need. Don't generalize and make it a group issue. Me and Sako spoke about my situation. If you don't like Mami Gerard, I don't like you too. I don't hate anybody, but if you don't like me, it's reverse. I don't like you. Look for Gamalin or something. Kill yourself. It's better.
No man will drink anything. So, okay, Mami Gerard, thanks so much for your time. For join me here for this course. So, me, I can go, and the main message for today, now 2 things I can talk, or 3. First, probably I know say the fight we declare on we. It is your play and play. It is play and play. We prepare ourselves. Yes, we prepare ourselves. It go surprise. We go bring down that small shithole country, say Cameroon. Country where one man for cheer for how many years? He can't take we put up inside prison. So, and more put the no say for ground zero, it be difficult because of the lockdown. But no man ever think say we go give up. Yes. Then go call the end to their war they declare for we. Now message that with the pastor for Paul, I may know. Now he go declare a war and we fight till the last man. We don't go give up. Second thing I say, people them for the Bafu community for Maryland or for America, the community for Maryland for try for raise funds for support the for Isa boat, they die, and make other community them to try for CC. They continue for do way to way the other people they do them for sustain people already on the ground. And for the people that fight about the infighting in the IG, we don't want to see that in public. Please go and sort yourself out. And we don't want to see una come show una trust them, una come get disgrace on ourselves about this and this and this. And for Secretary Chris, may it no say people they count on ye. May it come preach with love and unity among our people. Even if you disagree with person, make the disagreement, shatter the entire revolution. More look Ambazonia first. For APNC, una try to make say, if una want hold a meeting, una hold a meeting in all peace. But una don't make people suspect say una get some bad plan. Me, I need to see no plan. I don't know which way it be. I don't know say meeting for whole. For discuss the way forward and make people understand. So now because Paul Biya decide for stop we from gathering as Southern Cameroonians from meeting, now he make will decide for fighting till the end. So people can't talk for here. But they can't talk all kinds of them. We have to respond to each and every individual. But any person where he know which will be revolution, when you fight against an oppressor, it be very rare for me. In fact, I feel pain when I can talk about our people, because when you get the big country at heart, when you get Paul Biya where they can kiwi. Instead of we for join ourselves for fight Mr. Biya. We go fight Mr. Biya to the end. We know the joke with Mr. Biya and all that all to can do for we for Southern Cameroon and them. He go pay. That regime will come to an end with the problems in Cameroon. The problems we're having in West Cameroon. Now the problem will bring down Mr. Biya if it's a joke. So what people have on the ground, it be a difficult situation. We not go for no say. We the fight so that we don't go fight again. And at the time this way, we go for she don't discuss inside in a fake meeting. Well, even a fake meeting, not going for the meeting. If meeting not suit you, not go you there. But not stop man from going there. That is where there will be a problem. There must be freedom of association. Because if you make us say we'll get freedom or go ambassador, we will take us who will oppose una, put up on data. But we not green. So for me, I beg, make if people want hold meeting, I don't talk about say if APS want hold meeting, they may they hold their meeting. Meeting about hold. We don't ready to say they get agenda. That suspicion, mistrust among ourselves, they help anybody. Whether it be agency or whosoever, if the idea be good for me, if it punch Biya, I don't talk. Tell Biya to kill. in his select who are the king for ground. So why are we going to shit on the thing about that man, suspect that man? You know, it is not important for me. For me as a revolutionary, but we know which way a fight. And make ground zero as when I talk, make ground zero put them, they be careful the way they worker, you know, make them be careful the way they worker, make people stay indoors, make the shutdown be over. When the period be over, whenever make the world may know say now we the control our territory. If be said the one call shutdown again, because it go reach on level, I don't even understand. I don't talk like joke. The grounds they don't command that go reach on level, they will have a shut down the entire country till the United States will come in. I know the toast nothing that will happen. There is no huge shutdown which has been announced by whosoever, but as the change, now so the gear to the change, the dancing style it will change. Yes, maybe they try for tolerate each other, more try for be tolerant, you know. People they never try for you she don't put a she don't the fight have to go do harm for the other man. I need to understand. More try for understand ourselves. More try if there's an issue, we sort it behind the scenes. We don't come look Biya don't confuse. We don't even just twin it small, just kick it out. That's all. We don't come the fight ourselves. Make people they know. Say we get a common enemy, and they repeat that every day. So when person tell me say, whoa, don't talk to that man, that the man, whoa, don't talk to that man, you know. No, it's too much. The man just say so much Eric to say a wrong thing then and the proudness, you don't too much. No, we talk with Eric, then now I see we activists come together for CISA will prosecute this war like a people. We talk, we try to educate ourselves. Say this way to do and so you know correct. Not so we need to talk. You know, we talk among ourselves. When someone writes something where you know fine, we bring them for it, we can't discuss it. No. Now the work that we do, not so we come support the man or support that man. No, we are not supporting whosoever. You know, we come together for think. Say more try for put a way forward. We don't support nobody. If someone feel say he will come by over scarf, except now after my mandate, but me I don't tolerate them because I will be there to see that we be as objective work for the interest of the people. If any person get a problem, it affects all we. Nobody say that put the favor that man, put it spend time on WhatsApp group insulting from morning till night every day, no strategy. Not na so revolution day. Revolution now working together, you know, working together. I don't tell you say man no believe we go born chief. Chief figure 50 woman them. But you know the belly for the woman we go born the next chief. So if they bring new idea them, if we will see how beneficial it be, and not to stop people from talking. You can't stop people from talking. For that time no. No be saying when you stop people from talking or meeting, now in this today, whoever believes say we will take gun for fight, Mr. Biya. Nobody ever believes South Korea will take up a gun. But now we kind of AK, and the AK go come. The AK go come. Even I tell Mr. Biya one time, even the yen language for AK, you will get the AK because we don't tire the oppression and dictatorship. So, fellow comrades, we not be the best. We not feel satisfied. You can't please everyone. You know, Mandela talk say your enemy should not be my enemy. The fact you talk with that man, you know, I'm not talk with that man. So, maybe try to develop a sense of understanding of fighting to defend the interests of the revolution, and Southern Cameroons are not themselves or their small group interest manipulation turn our brain upside down. We don't get fed up. Fellow Southern Cameroonians, we will not give up. We will win, Mr. Biya. Biya no, it lost. America don't give la shite for a year. Bang, you know, milk come over that year now. They run up and down the line. More of such victories will come. We just need to stay focused and ground zero fighters are back. We don't want to see no video. Say female shall don't die. Then you can't do video. Say you never die. If he die, what will happen? Now killing. So all that they do that strategy, they already know all. Make no man no do no video for ground zero. Stand up for any man say, wait. We'll talk for WhatsApp, discuss, see the way for support the people on the ground. No video. So you be fighting for this side, for that side, for that side. They take that video. Now die at the camp. When I know what happened with a virus, when I see what happened, it's not going to be so. So when I take care, me I will continue to fight my own fight with Mr. Biya regime. I don't get no people with no Southern Cameroonian. I don't get no man. I don't get no fight with anybody whatsoever. My fight now will Biya. If Biya like me for that age, may agree so we meet face to face. Me and he no weapon. So that paron do for we. Now you go for the think and then think how for fight seriously against him. You know, we'll go for try for continue for support. No, all that like the people them they waste their time. They waste their time. We know ourselves. We know who be who. We know who be who is at the fight. We know say Mr. Biya. I see the loss of America don't give a shoot bang. He head up confused. He will key all man. You not fit. You do play na play. Vous amusez. We not go give up. We go continue for resist you. Ground zero. No man no give up. We'll give up so we'll do how? We'll go to where? Now only one way. Now one way traffic. Fighting till the end. Yes. Better say we as an offer talk. We will they are alive. We go fight for the way. If Ibisa will die, we are picking them. No suffer what we will go through. And Mr. Biya officers, we fear prison or the fear for that. Me personally, I don't talk repeatedly. And then the fear again. Because people don't die for ground. My life no pass their own. They even be more important past me. Now so me I consider them. Those who have paid the ultimate price for the war, their life past all we will, they are alive. So we got to respect them. Try for talk one mob. Try for look in the same direction. Maybe they stop. Anytime you think for hate any Southern Cameroonian, think about what we Biya don't do for we. Anytime you think about hating anybody or fighting any group or fighting the IG, think of what Biya has done against us. Make it change your mindset. So we're gonna stay fine. Say why then it will fight? Now, you never understand what the revolution. For revolution, not be all man be on the ground. Some put them out, one day in. Now so a day. You know, people don't know about fear no nothing. You don't fear. We know some Biya simple they can't kill for some day. We know, but God the watch we in the watch will for ground zero. So there is no giving up against Mr. Biya oppression. We go continue for resisting, for fighting, and for tell all the people they say, we not the play na play. We never even do nothing. But as we continue the fight, we change new avenues, we make new friends, we'll get the real friends. Like how Mandela beget Yasser Arafat, Colonel Gaddafi, and Fidel Castro. We'll get them one day, as I talk so, we'll get such friends where they will decide, say, no, we cannot allow these people to be exterminated. We don't leave the people that kill all them, they go fight on our behalf. So our fellow soldiers come to stay fine. The fight continue, and we'll come time to time for discuss with our people again. If anything there, my Facebook page is open. Send me a message inside. If I do anything with chance it be wrong, me I ready for apology. I'll not be God for can't judge whosoever. Now what you see, we must try to bring peace among our people. We must try to look in the same direction. Anytime the last message, I say anytime where you think for fight anybody or for fight man for WhatsApp or for insult any man, think about what Biya don't do and for we. For our people, from northern zone to southern zone, from Fako to Manu, to Lebi Alem, to Ngoketunja, to Mezam, to Lebi Alem, to Kupe Maninguba, to Boyo. You know, all our people, we are one people. And now why we're going to fight this fight to the end. We're going to stay fine. I go end for year. May God bless the Bafu community, the meet up for Maryland for discuss about their way for help people on the ground, and would encourage other community them for meet up again for CCMA the fight. It come to logical end. Thank you now. God bless all now. I don't kind of count how many likes and I know who they want to talk to. So me wanna stay fine. May God bless you now. God go help. They one of the ends away will not massacre the people them. All to don't do for we so. No, it will not. We go for talk one mob. Go for fight these people them. Fight. May we try by all way. Make we fight. Make we talk one mob. We don't agree 100%. You know, we don't agree 100%, but we first look at the common enemy. Fight the men, no. I invite Tanganji to fight. May come, maybe I enter ring. I remember all the people that said about me that go kill Akum Julius. That University of Bamenda will kill him for 8th of October 2016. Who up to it don't do him. All the world go knock him up. That just me to go swear for Quran. You never seen nothing. Now play the play. Okay, fellow Southern Cameroonians, mona stay fine. May God bless you now. And the fight continue. God bless Ambassador. We need to give up. We go fight till the last man. And if I talk anything where it hurt any person or we not agree, we'll still talk like a people. We'll discuss. There's no way you go hate me. You know, if you hate my idea, but not me, the human being. Because now people also hate people them personally. It's not a personal issue. Ambassador is not your property. Don't carry off your head. But understand. Say you not be the best. There are other people who have been fighting before you. We come now for support. And for ground zero, I pray for ground zero. Say, may God continue to guide you now. May God blind other people that they come for fight what people they for kill them. Anyone will cross Mongo, cross matters them. For come inside Southern Cameroon can kill what people them. Make them die by air. I will get some so Igbo man say they die by air. I said they never enter plane, they will die by air. He say no, he's very angry. So any man where they cross matters them, cross Mongo, for enter Kiwi, may turn the fire una, don't play. We have had enough. Our people have suffered 57 years. After that, we say no, we'll go in two parts. We have one Kiwi. We now, we don't decide say, till I say me, even if they can catch me tomorrow, we will not give up. No man, no give up. We will continue, only for continue. I don't already tell my picking them. We'll go for continue. So we'll stay outside our country. We'll go for Ikom, carry Akuma there, but we go bury them. Anybody don't die outside, our hero them, we go bury them for our land. We'll be teng the Uka say they will control we. People that make to my get high blood but our blood no go high. Now our own blood go high because the time when I feel when I just enter inside Southern Cameroon can crush we is past and gone. God bless Southern Cameroon and you continue to bless we. We go chase all the crazy barheads out of town. Now the message that too. And I don't talk. Anytime when you think for insult in the Southern Cameroonian, anytime when you want to fight in Amazonian, think of what Mr. Biya has done to our people, has desecrated our land, and then know what to do next. We'll try to talk one mob, unite as a people, no matter how we disagree on strategy. Thank you very much. May God bless Southern Cameroons. God bless Ambazonia.